Hi there, this is Architect David. Welcome to Arkida, where you can learn anything and everything about construction. For this video, we will be discussing about the ceiling framing detail or the basics of how to do a ceiling framing using wood. So as you can see, you can always come up with different variation or iterations of how a ceiling should look like and not just a plain flat ceiling. So move on to learn the basics. For ceiling that has a framing that looks like this or like this, it's called a recessed ceiling. So this is how it may look like, including your false beams. This is another variation. This is a 3-layer ceiling. And this is the arc ceiling, if you would like to call it that way. Now for a semicircular ceiling that looks like that, it may come out like this, meaning to say, with this finished, you will just install slatted wood beside each other. This is also another variation of it. Now in the event you would like to come up with a semicircular finish, remember the wood cannot bend into that radius, so you will have to break it down into several pieces to come up with that radius, after which you will now install the actual finish of it. Or you can have it straight up like a straight dome like structure. Now in the event you would really like a full dome structure, that is also possible. As I said on my previous slide, you just have to subdivide it into certain sizes or segments wherein you can still bend the wood itself. So you can come up with a look that looks like this. For this finish here, this is a mosaic tile finish in a cathedral. So you don't have to come up with complicated tile finishes. There are also wallpaper finishes that look like this, wherein you can stick it to your ceiling finish. Now if you were to study this ceiling detail, always try to remember to leave space above the ceiling finish for any type of lighting that you would like to install. For this detail alone, you may also want to add insulation and all those other things. Now for the ceiling framing, it is just the same as the wall framing, wherein you will have to come up with a grid pattern and just lay it down. Then you will have to install your supports from that grid pattern that you have up to the joist above, whether it's going to be a slab or a wooden joist. Now this is another variation of having a 2-layered ceiling, meaning to say the ones that says lookouts or string line, this is the lower portion of the ceiling, while the upper portion of the ceiling, the one above it, you will still have to cover it with a certain type of finish, either plywood or gypsum board. Now for the lighting effects. If you would like to place lighting effects on your ceiling, as indicated in the picture above, you can see the yellow flashing, yellow glowing light. So that is where you will install your lighting. So, sir, what type of lighting? Again, that would be dependent on you. If you would like to install fluorescent or LED fluorescent, if you would like to install LED strip lights, so the designer will have to consider that type of lighting to install in this type of detail. For the detail down below, in the event that you would like to place fluorescent lighting on a double ceiling, this is how to do it. Now let us not forget ceiling moldings. These moldings are the ones that add or enhance the aesthetic appeal of your ceiling, and also it covers the termination point of your wall and your ceiling finish. So this is one of the details of how it would look like. So again, showing you these several pictures of how simple to medium to even complicated type of ceilings you can now install them, basing from what you have learned from this video. I hope you have learned something new about this, and see me on my next video wherein I will be talking about ceiling framing using steel. Click the subscribe button to discover all the other videos in this site. Click the notification bell to be notified about new videos that we post. If you have additional comments, please post them down below or at our Arkida Facebook page, and I will answer all your queries. Thank you.